You installed a new belt into your customer's car in order to help them with a noise concern, but guess what? The noise is still there. Want to know why? Stick around. That's the topic of today's Mighty Minute. Hi, I'm Pete Meyer, technical editor of Motor Age Magazine. Welcome to today's Mighty Minute. There are two basic types of belt noise that you're going to have to deal with. The first one is the squeal. The squeal is a constant noise. It may change in pitch with RPM and is generally caused by a loss of tension. This could be a worn belt, a worn tensioner, or a combination of the two. One thing to keep in mind though when you're chasing down a squeal, if you do find a problem with one of the components, remember the OEMs, they design the accessory drive as a system, so it's always a good idea to replace the belt and tensioner as a set. Now the other and more common is the chirp. The chirp is a series of rhythmic noise, may even disappear under changing RPM conditions. It's caused by misalignment between the accessory drive components. Good news is that it only takes a few minutes to figure out what type of noise you're dealing with. Begin your troubleshooting by first performing a visual inspection with the engine off. Look for signs of oil, coolant, or other underhood fluid leaks that could be dripping on the belt. If the belt is contaminated, make sure that you correct the cause of the contamination. And if the belt is worn and contaminated, don't forget about that tensioner. If the initial visual inspection is okay, observe the belt while the engine is running. Look closely at the tensioner and the belt. Some slight movement of the tensioner is normal, but if it's moving excessively, its internal damper is likely worn and the tensioner should be replaced. Note also how the belt tracks along the pulleys. Does it appear to be running true to center? Once you've completed your visual inspection, you can use the spray bottle test to help you identify what type of noise you're dealing with. Start at the shortest span. This is the most common area for noise concerns to surface. Spray the water stream on the belt ribs where they enter the second pulley in the span. If the noise gets louder, then the noise is being caused by a loss of tension. And while that certainly can be either a worn belt, a worn tensioner, or again, a combination of the two, don't overlook the possibility that the wrong belt may have been installed. If the noise quiets and then returns, the problem is misalignment at the two pulleys you're testing. Continue to repeat the test for each separate span until you've checked them all or found the two causing the problem. If the source of the noise is still unidentified after you've checked all the spans, remove the belt and inspect the accessory drive components by spinning their pulleys by hand, feeling for any roughness or play in the shaft or support bearing. Belt noise is the system's way of telling you there's a problem, but now you know an effective way to isolate the cause so that you can make the proper correction once and for all. And that's today's Mighty Minute.